Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Guys on Sports. It's me, Rocky.
It's me.
Mark. We're missing our cohort, Zach, who's in California living his dream out. I mean, his fantasy of going to see...
Zaddy.
What's his name? What's the boy? Harry Styles, yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wonder if he's going to mention the weight loss challenge to Harry at all while he's out there.
Was he even part of the weight loss challenge?
Nobody knows about it.
He doesn't know.
And I'm sure Harry knows about it too.
I think
it was
he
pretty
has,
popular.
There's more pressing things on the menu for him and Harry. So I doubt that he'll be mentioned in a weight loss competition.
Watermelon sugar. Ha.
How you guys doing, man? How was the weekend? I'm asking you.
You know, it was a good weekend. It was
The Browns won.
Yeah.
Did you like my zing in the chat? That was pretty good.
It was B at best.
No, that was a solid A.
I think I missed it. What was it?
I said the Browns
B
are
at
being
best.
a good team for Halloween
Oh,
last
yeah,
night.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
pretty good. Come on.
That was not bad.
I didn't even want to go at you like that, but I was too good to just leave it laying there.
B at best, especially after the egg that the Giants laid.
Oh.
Not really. I mean,
They
we're still
sucked it.
6-2,
They
so
sucked a turd.
not really.
Like
You didn't
shit.
watch the game.
I did. Like, it was painful.
No, you didn't watch the game.
I did.
It was painful.
It was painful.
What was painful about it?
They can't move the ball.
I mean, yeah, that's obvious.
They looked
I mean, we have
The high
practice
school
squad
team.
wide receivers.
Yeah.
Sucking a turd is
Still
true
better than the
commitment.
Browns, though, huh?
I mean,
Oh, Jesus.
there's like eating turds.
I'll
right?
call you back.
You can eat a turd, not a whole lot of commitment, right? It's like a split second decision, but sucking a turd, that's commitment.
That's disgusting, all right? We're taking too long on
No,
turd
it's
talk. But let's get to our picks last week. Who was in first, second, third, fourth? Can you recap us,
What
Mark?
was that? How was it?
I don't know. I didn't look. That's why I'm asking.
All right,
No,
here we
just,
go.
um,
Here we go. Here we
Did
go.
you, did you come in first or something?
No, I'm curious.
Okay, all right,
I'm
let's
just
not
wondering
brag.
who-
This was an all-around shit week for the panel, completely.
Yeah, but somebody
Well,
was much
Rocky
worse.
hangs on the rim at any
No,
chance
but
he gets.
somebody was much worse.
Who was it? Was it?
I don't know.
Oh,
Who
well,
was-
let us know, Mark.
I cannot wait until he flounders.
No,
God.
but
is gonna be
somebody was
fantastic.
really bad.
I
last
think
week.
if you let him go.
So anyway, if
gonna get
you
to
would
it.
shut up for 3 seconds, all right. All right. So this week, the three of you hit 2 points. None of you
bad. It
hit.
was a bad week.
None of you hit your dogs or your locks
Yeah,
And
I
ye-
thought I had my
at all.
We were bad.
All right.
And yet,
So
yet.
don't hang your fucking hat on that. All
and
right.
yet,
I didn't hit mine either, but
You
I
were
also
worse.
I didn't hit my other 2 picks either.
We
I
were
went
bad,
over
but you
4.
were-
Did you hit?
Again? Is that your third time?
Yeah, that's my
no,
third
it's like
time.
his fifth.
No,
No, it's the third. It's the third.
we don't
But,
have to embellish.
I
Three's bad
I
enough.
never claimed to be a picks expert.
Where's the
with
crow
the
of
NFL.
judgment? The crow of judgment
The
should
crow
be
of
on
judgment
his
should be
shoulder.
staring at him.
Yeah, it should be on his shoulder.
Give him the death stare.
Where's that son of a bitch?
You know what? I think now that fucking thing fell, I feel liberated.
Yeah, maybe the
like-
juju's off you.
I think so.
It
All right,
collapsed.
we'll see what happens this week, huh?
that thing
So you are
collapsed.
telling an embarrassing story today, right? So stay tuned for that.
Yes.
The last segment of our show, Mark's going to tell you something embarrassing himself that you can't already see.
I kind of feel bad. Like, is there anything left? I mean, how many stories can you ruffle out
This
of
is
that?
I'm sure you can
probably
dig something up.
this is probably my last. This is the last thing that's ever
Well, you can
happened to
start
me
getting
embarrassing.
you can start getting that's bullshit. You can start getting into facts, though. I mean, there's a lot of places to go. Usually we have Zach here to take us through our TikTok takes, but
Tick tock take.
we're gonna do it a
He
little
gave us
different
a
today.
couple.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't.
You don't wanna
he's
take
not here. We're not doing it. So, but we will talk about TikTok in our section, TikTok Take.
Time to check my social media, yeah. To see who loves me online.
So, no takes this week, but what did happen is we got banned. And we were unable to go live. I don't know if you guys noticed that. Not positive what happened. I did live stream some of the game on Sunday, last Sunday, but not much. And I didn't say much besides catch us next week on live.
And I think what happened is I think Amir Khan is probably one of our followers. And I think
He was in his yacht.
yeah,
That's
and
track-
you
that
just you
tracks.
didn't like the fact that you were pro Giants.
Yeah, no.
So
I
he
guess.
figured, he wrote into TikTok and he said, please ban these guys. And, they obliged.
More than likely, it was just somebody being a prick.
Probably.
He was
Listen, if you want to hear about pricks,
probably in the harbor.
check out Guys on Draft.
of a
Our
bitch.
last show was
All about pricks.
all about pricks. Prick draft.
Brick draft.
Did you watch that? You watched that draft, Rocky?
It's a bad guy draft.
Bad guy draft.
Oh my god.
Bad guys.
Bad
It's
guys.
This guy.
incorrigible,
bad guys.
incorrigible fellas draft.
Yeah, so we were bad. We're bad. Hey.
Let's
We're
unpack
bad
that.
boys. We're
Let's
the best bad boys of sports.
Let's unpack this shit for a second, all
We're
right?
going to unpack that?
Censorship. I mean, come on, man. For what? For who? For why? Like, what could we have done? Honestly,
I don't think we did anything.
You were just going through. You were excited to be in
At the
Jacksonville
game,
and Duval.
Duval.
Supporting your Giants.
Duval.
And here we are getting banned. It was nothing. I mean, we didn't get on live that day because we were still finishing up the studio and all that kind of good
Didn't
jazz.
say anything off color. I mean,
Yeah, I mean nothing. I mean,
I really didn't. It was just me.
I haven't ever been around you where you haven't said something off color.
Yeah, but you know what, Rocky?
I mean,
You're
is that-
dumb,
is that
right?
fair?
Hey, but you're dumb and you didn't watch it.
did anything happen? Like, did you witness anything in the annals of that arena where maybe it could have been seen? Like, did somebody like slap his wife, or
No, so
was there like a fight that broke
I
out
went
that was on there?
live. I went live for like a minute, walking in, just saying, "Catch us next Sunday," and also that I was at the game. And then I showed maybe like 2 plays live inside the stadium. I didn't walk through the stadium with the phone on. Maybe that's why they banned it, because you
Maybe.
showed. But you see footage from the NFL all the time, so
Yeah.
I don't know what that was.
That's true.
You know what, guys? Support us even more, man.
Yeah.
Especially if you hate censorship.
Yeah, support
like,
the
that's
bad
horse
boys.
shit, man.
Support the hell out of us.
Yeah, support us hard.
Besides, we meant to do it. We're back.
All right, so TikTok, that's over. It's time to move on to our first and our most important, most important,
Merged. Holy shit.
most
Sounds like a
important
cartoon.
section of the show is what did we learn? Okay, guys. So I think it's safe to say halfway through the season, we've probably learned a bit about the teams in the NFL. I mean, we've seen a few heavyweights look less than up to par. We've seen some cellar dwellers kind of rise to the occasion, but I think the big question is who is for real and who's not. Who's a pretender? Who's a contender? I think we talked earlier about maybe picking 1 or 2 teams each or something to that effect, just to talk about that we think are pretenders and contenders. I think I will swing to Mark first to let Rocky gather himself. What do you got? You got a pretender? You got a contender?
You know what? Let's start off with a pretender. I like what they're doing. They're young. They're headed in the right direction. I just don't know if who they've got captaining their ship is necessarily their right man going forward. And I do like this team. I like how they're set up. They're young on defense. They've got young playmakers on offense. And that's the New York Jets. I think right now they're probably playing a little bit above their head. I don't think Zach Wilson's their guy. I'm just going to come out and say it.
Okay.
I think if they have a better quarterback in that situation right now, I think they're better than 5-3. I really do.
Yeah.
And because of that, I'm going to say as this season goes on, as they get into this division, all these divisional games, you got New England at 4-4, looking pretty solid. You got Miami at 5-3, making moves, looking really solid. And you have Buffalo, who is hands down the class of the league, right? So I don't think the Jets keep this position. I think they're 5-3 in second place in that division will falter. It would not surprise me if they end up in the cellar of this division by the end of the season. And for that reason, Zach Wilson leading this team is my pretender.
Okay, can I push back just a little bit on that?
Please do.
I'm not saying I totally disagree with you saying they're a pretender right now. I do think he needs to mature a bit, but you did say they would not be 5-3 if he wasn't their quarterback. He's 4-1 as a starter. So you're basically saying that they would have won that last game, which is, I mean, okay.
But I don't think their schedule either. I mean, they're not beating the pants off of the big teams.
Well, he's only lost 1 game though, right?
Okay. And who is it against?
The Patriots.
Okay.
Well, I'm
So
just
like I
saying,
said,
you're
in
saying
the division-
they would be better right now. They wouldn't be 5-3. I guess technically, because he lost the last game.
Yeah, they'd be 6-2.
Yeah, that's correct, but I don't think that's
And
where
they
you're going with
wouldn't
that.
they wouldn't be a pretender. That's 100% where I'm going with that.
Okay. I'll lay off. Sorry.
100%
What do
where
you
I'm going with that.
do you want to go, Rocky, or you want me to go? What do you think?
So I'm going to go ahead and say first, I'll go a contender,
Okay.
and I'm going to say he chose a quarterback that he thinks is a pretender on
Yeah,
a
that's right.
team that he thinks is maybe a contender. And I'm going to go a quarterback who I think is a contender on a team I think is a contender, and that's Tua.
Tagovailoa.
Yeah,
Okay.
on the Miami Dolphins. I think Tua is feeling it.
Right now, they're also 5-3. They're third in the AFC East.
It's a noticeable difference with him on the field compared to Teddy and
That's
compared
fair.
to Skyler.
Yeah.
The offense moves better. He is throwing the ball quick. He is running, honestly, pretty well. He is running careful because of his noggin, but
And also the hip.
yeah, and the hip. But I watched almost that entire game yesterday. I was impressed. I think, and it was against. They played Detroit this past Sunday, right?
Did they?
Was it Detroit they got down on?
Yeah.
They got way, like they were way down.
Yeah.
But
I think it was 21-7 at one point.
He once they got moving, he is a competent NFL quarterback with two great receivers. He's featuring Jaceki again. And I don't know. There's a lot to like. Their defense, I think, can in spurts look pretty good, and they did a couple things to shore it up with some trades. So I think that they're a contender.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree. And, a fair point is one of those Jets wins that Zach Wilson had was over a Tua-less Miami squad as well.
Yeah.
And
Tua is there. It's a much different.
And Watson less Browns.
Nobody cares about Watson.
Oh, everybody cares about.
Oh, what are you talking? Are you talking about Wilson now? He beat
No, I'm joking. It was
Russell
Flacco.
Rippon.
Yeah, Mark Rippon.
He beat Mark Rippon. He beat a battered, tattered old man in Aaron Rodgers.
That's
he beat a Tua-less Dolphins, and he beat whatever shit they're playing in Pittsburgh.
Yeah. I mean, you got to win your games, all right? You can't
Just
play.
saying, you gonna push back on me? I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna push back again.
I was just making a statement of fact, which is that he's 4-1. All right, so I will give Pretender as well to follow in your footsteps, Mark. And my Pretender right now is the Baltimore Ravens. They are head of the North. I do think that if the Browns can keep pace, they'll be in the mix for that. I think the Bengals are firmly in the mix to win that division. But my problem with the Ravens is that I just don't think their defense is that great. And I do think you still have the conundrum, which is Lamar Jackson in the playoffs kind of being limited. I don't know if that changes this year. I don't know if that's a reflection of why the coaching staff hasn't extended him or gave him a new contract, or that organization hasn't given him a new contract yet. But I still have question marks about him in the big game. I have question marks about their skill position players when they get into a big game against a good team. I picked them before the season to go to the Super Bowl or to the championship game, but I don't see it right now. I think they've been too inconsistent, too many leads given up late in games. I just don't like what I'm seeing with them.
So now I'll provide a little pushback just because you mentioned their defense.
Yes.
I don't think it was their strong point, but they also realized that, and then that's why they went out and they got Roquan Smith yesterday. So they gave up a couple of measly. I don't know what Chicago was thinking, why they would have taken a second and a fourth round pick,
Because they're not going to pay him.
But still, it's stupid. I mean, Bradley Chubb got a first in return. You're talking Roquan Smith. He's second in tackles in the last 5 seasons behind only Fred Warner. This guy is a tackling machine. You do not get away from Roquan Smith. He gives you immediate impact, whether you scheme him to blitz, you drop him in coverage. I mean, this guy is a tackling machine, and I think Baltimore recognized that was one of their weaknesses, and that's the reason why they went out. And I mean, all world, this guy is unbelievable. I think he's going to provide that stability at defense that they strongly need and that leadership. And Lamar is Lamar.
That's right.
You get what I mean, you know what you're getting with him. You know it's going to be his legs. A lot like Justin Fields, and why people are like, he's showing out.
That's quite a comparison.
Well, no, Lamar's much better. The point is that with Justin Fields, what's winning Justin Fields, the limited amount of games that he's winning, or even keeping them at distance at times.
I like how we came back to the Bears.
Is his legs. Yeah. Well, I mean, we hear about the Browns every goddamn week. Everything comes back to Cleveland, the greatest city in America.
It's the heart of America.
They've surrounded Lamar
Where poor
with some
people go to
talent.
die.
He's had unfortunate injuries. Dobbins is out for weeks again. Bateman's out again. Mark Andrews just went down with that shoulder. And you
wanna
can
wrap
tell
this up?
when he doesn't have his superstars, he struggles, man. He struggles.
That's right. All right, let me get your contender. Or you already gave your contender. Your pretender.
I would say that more and more, it looks to me like the Rams are a pretender. I don't think they can even get out of their conference. The Eagles are clearly the best team right now in that side, the NFC. In their own little division, you got San Francisco, who clearly owns them. It was not even in doubt.
Yeah.
They look like they don't have it together, and they made no moves at the deadline. And I think that they had to make a move. In fact, they just came out and said that they might have to go back and use Cam Akers. It's a failed experiment, a guy that doesn't want to be there, doesn't want to run.
Yep.
So I have to say something's not working. And I will say this about McVay. I think he's a good coach. I think he has been ravaged, 9 head coaches from his tree. And I just think
jobs. Yeah.
I just think he hasn't been able to reproduce them, quick enough. So maybe this is just the off year, but right now they're pretenders.
Possible.
It's tough when that happens. I mean, look what happened. Mike Holmgren, same thing with him when they plucked his tree. I mean, Holmgren, it's why I think he got out at the right time. You see some guys that can sustain that. Like Andy Reid's an anomaly, right? Like his tree gets plucked all the time, yet he keeps producing all kinds of.
Not the enemy.
What?
His OC.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's been there for a while.
Yeah.
Nobody will hire him.
Yeah. Oh. Unfortunately, and they should. Eric Bieniemy was a fantastic running back.
Maybe Reed is the mastermind and people in the league know it. Who knows?
Could be.
So let's get your contender now.
Now my contender.
Yeah.
It's the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah.
I was waiting. I could see.
Bullshit. Get out of here with that. Contender. I'm gonna double down on another preseason favorite of mine. I think Washington, by switching to Taylor Heineke, has done what that offense is meant to do, and he's opened it up, man. You look right off the bat, Scary Terry involved more in the game. They have 2 very competent, dynamic backs with different skill sets. Antonio Gibson is a factor again now with Heineke there. Wentz was really, I thought it was going to be opposite. I thought Wentz, honestly, this is an L for me because I thought Wentz was going to help open this offense up.
So did I.
Wentz does what Wentz does everywhere he goes, man, and he just fails. He fails at what he does.
I think the train has hit the last stop for him. Yeah. I think he'll be a backup.
There's a backup.
I think, and now when I was like,
he's in Mayfield. I think it's the same thing. I think
I watched a good portion of this game. Heineke does a lot of what Wentz does, minus the terrible decisions that Wentz makes. So I mean, he'll throw the ball long, he'll check down, and he'll try to make plays with his legs when he can. But Wentz always makes that horrible decision where he thinks that he's big dick swinging. I'm going to force this ball in there. You ain't going to stop me. And that's what gets him in trouble.
That's fair. And I'll say this. Right now, Washington is tied with San Francisco for that last wild card spot.
Yeah.
So essentially, they're battling San Francisco right now. After that,
the only
every
thing
other
is
team
they
is 6-2.
But how many teams that they played in their own division?
They haven't played the Giants yet at all. I'm not sure if they've played the Eagles yet.
They're 0-2 in their division. So
they've played Dallas. Okay, so they've played the Eagles once and Dallas once.
Yeah, so they got to play them each again, and they got to play the Giants twice.
So I mean that's an issue because they're gonna have to play 4 pretty tough teams.
Yeah, but again, minus Wentz. Now it's a Heineke
I think they'll be
situation.
more competitive. It is going to be tough, but I do agree that they are on the up. It'll be fun to see how they battle out with San Francisco, and the Rams are there at 3-4. It's really crowded. The Bucs are 3-5, Packers 3-5. And speaking of the Packers, I'll get to my contenders. And they are a 6-1 team, but I still think people aren't taking them seriously, and that's the Minnesota Vikings. We talked about them before. Thank you for stealing the fire. I think before the season, though, a few of us picked them to win this division, and they look good. I mean, Cousins looks good as long as he's not playing at 8 o'clock. He looks good. The team looks solid. The
Captain
defense
Dad.
looks good. They're a fun offense to watch. They make the trade, like you mentioned, for T.J. Hawkinson today. So they're going for it.
Yep.
I think they win this division easily now. I don't see them collapsing. I don't see Green Bay going on a run where they basically have to go 7-2 to make that wild card. The Lions aren't going to threaten. I don't think the Bears are going to threaten. I think they have their division won. And now the playoffs, the only team that scares me for them to match up against is Philly. And if they stay where they are now, they're going to not see them till probably the championship game.
Yeah, and even like Philly, and Zach's not here to argue with me. Philly's got a weakness. We just haven't seen it yet. We're starting to see it.
Listen, I'm reserving judgment on Philly because they're doing what they're doing. But we know when it comes playoff time, the only reason I say they're scary is because if they stay where they are now, that means you're coming in to Lincoln Financial Field to play them, and that's a tough place to play.
Yeah, but a great defense.
It's a tough place to watch a game.
A great
a bunch of scumbags.
A great defense is going to force Hurts to throw a lot, and we just haven't seen him
That's true.
win the game yet. He hasn't had to because they've been able to run it. They've been able, and their defense is top notch. But
They look great. But
They
like
do look
I
great.
sent you guys that stat line, and forget about Daniel Jones being on the other end, but you just look at the numbers and the talk about the two. He's a lot closer to that than he is to guys chucking the ball 40 times a game.
with no receivers.
And he has an all-star cast of wide receivers. But I'm saying that's fine. They built that team. The team's playing well. What I'm saying is, to your point, he hasn't been forced to kind of – he's been very good at what they're asking him to do.
Yeah.
He hasn't been forced to put the team on his back.
Well, and the
When they
problem
shut
with
everything
Philly
down.
too,
And I think they could. I think they have the guys on the edge to do it.
Yeah.
I think you just have to see it, though.
Their
I-
one
I
really
think they have
formidable, solid win was against the Vikings, but it was early in the season. It was week 2.
Yeah.
That Vikings defense looks a lot different now because I don't
Well,
think
they
Danielle
do,
Hunter
and-
was playing in week 2. And Darius Smith is just an absolute animal.
Well, and Delvin was his first tweak of his shoulder that week too.
Yeah.
And to me, Philly, they have built their team to be good now and to be great in the future because of the way that they've stacked picks.
Yes.
But they've got a tough choice ahead of them.
Get
because
closer to the mic. I'm sorry.
They've got a tough choice ahead of them because Hurts was not a first round pick. They've
No,
got to
he
make a
wasn't.
decision on him this year,
Yeah.
and they're going to have to pay him.
Yeah. And I think they're going to.
Yeah, they are. But I like him, and I'm rooting for the guy.
I'm not.
Well, of course not,
Yeah.
because and I get why you're not. I'm rooting for the guy, but I'm not sure yet
Me neither.
that he is a difference-making quarterback.
He's good.
He is good.
Yeah.
He is good.
And that's what I'll say.
But I don't know that he is Aaron Rodgers.
I got to see it in a big game.
Yeah,
I got to see it in the playoffs.
that's right. I got to see him put the team on his back and win it. And I
Which
just
is
don't know.
that's a fair assessment too. But if you watch the games, he's putting the ball on people.
And that's perfect. And you know
His
what?
accuracy's gotten better, yes.
You segued for me perfect to our next subject, which is QB assessment. And we'll roll Hurts into that. And I think what we wanted to ask is the QB assessment, the way it's done right now by the scouts and just the media talking heads, guys coming into the league. We'll put Hurts on the back burner here, but just as a guy that needs to be assessed, we'll relate it to Geno Smith, who's a guy that's in his 10th, 11th year, who's playing good ball, who early in his career showed flashes, had all the arm talent, the mobility you wanted, just made bad decisions. And for me, this is something I've questioned for a while. It's like the league has gone so hard on assessing these quarterbacks in their first 2 years, when I remember when quarterbacks weren't really looked at to ready to play until their third or fourth year and needed time to mature. Are we, and when I say we, I'm talking about just the media in general, talking heads, even these teams, are we assessing these quarterbacks wrong? Are we being too hasty with our decisions? Are we not allowing the brew to kind of cook with these guys?
We're in a disposable society anymore with everything, it seems like. And I think the judgment on these young quarterbacks is given a little hastily. When they're taken with a top 5 pick, they're expecting them to get in there and start leading the team right then and there. Yeah. And I think it's unfair. And I think what's happening is when you see guys that fail, it's that they haven't been given the proper amount of time to be assessed and to be brought into the league, trained properly. Yeah. And I think, honestly, you can probably thank Mitch Trubisky in Chicago for that.
No, I think that's not fair.
That changed the game, though. If you're going to trade up for a quarterback, you're looking at that guy taking over your franchise, and you need it now rather than later. And that really puts the pressure not only on the quarterback but also the team that the franchise that did it. So I think that when you do that and a guy doesn't pan out, they're getting him out of there quick because they're just trying to they're trying to lick their wounds and make up for it.
That's fair. What do you think? I have other thoughts on it, but I want to hear where you come at it from.
Listen, Geno is right now looks to be a great quarterback. Is he a great quarterback? Or is he the guy that he's been the other 8 years of his career?
Right? Are you asking or?
Well, I think that's the question.
Yeah.
Like October, I'm looking at his stats.
Yeah.
69% completion rate, 1,200 yards, 9 touchdowns, 1 interceptions, 111
passer rating.
Yeah, it's amazing. He looks like the second coming of Christ. But the other 8 years, listen, he had legitimate chances. Now he.
I don't know, man. I think ever since he had his jaw broken in practice, I think that changed. Like that forever changed him because they were still pretty high on Geno Smith at that time.
Well, go ahead. I finished your thought.
He had legitimate chances with the Jets. He had a very small sample with the Giants.
Repeat that sentence.
Legitimate chances with the Jets.
With who?
Jets.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. They weren't a great team.
Yeah.
He didn't have much of a chance.
He didn't
with
have
the
a
Giants.
chance with the Giants. No chance.
Went out with the Chargers. Didn't have really very little chance. I don't know who Geno is. I don't think all of a sudden that he's a great quarterback, but I do think he's a very competent NFL quarterback.
Here's what I think.
I'm loving the redemption story.
And I'm gonna make
in the right system.
I'm gonna make this short and sweet, and that's a good point because I said this before the year. I think there's 3 or 4 quarterbacks at any given time in the league that are just that guy.
Yeah.
The rest of these guys, Geno Smith, early in his career, arm talent, he had all the talent. I think look at Brian Daboll with Daniel. Just get a coach that knows how to take a quarterback and use him the right way.
100%.
And I think we're so caught up in the media hype that your guy has to be Aaron Rodgers. That's not realistic.
Yeah.
Everybody's not Joe Montana.
Yep.
Phil Simms won 2 Super Bowls, right? He was not Joe Montana.
No, but he was a competent
Doug Williams,
quarterback.
Good quarterback that could. I think the biggest thing is not being able to play in big spots is the biggest thing. That being said, Geno Smith, he's got a coach that's doing well with him. You got Marcus Mariota is another guy I wanted to talk about that had all the talent, drafted very high, had good years in Tennessee, had bad years. You get him with a coach that I think is a good coach with a undermanned roster last year and even this year, who's got him playing good ball. You just play to his strengths. I think
some of these guys just need to marinate.
And I think this goes to another a bigger issue, which is that a disposable society. I think these coaches and these GMs are in the same type of cycle, and they gotta watch their ass. So they're bailing on quarterbacks early.
Yeah.
And they don't have the lateral. Not the lateral. But they just don't have the freedom to
The leeway.
The leeway, exactly. They don't have the leeway to let a guy mature and see something through, and I think that's the bigger problem.
Yeah, there's only. I mean, you could probably name the number of head coaches that have that leeway on one hand. You have Belichick, Tomlin, Andy Reid. From there, it probably starts to get a little thin.
Even the
guys
GMs, though.
It's
the
just,
GMs too are going to lose their job.
Yeah,
I think hopefully. What I like about these stories is that hopefully the more you see this, the more you have a chance, or GMs or owners of franchises will give guys a chance to kind of develop.
Yeah.
Look at Ryan Tannehill. I know we make fun of him all the time, but guy that flamed out of Miami because he was hurt a lot. He goes to Tennessee, and all they've done is won their division like 4 years in a row.
Imagine what Jamarcus Russell would be doing today.
Yeah.
That might be a little bit different of a story. That's a character thing, I think. But, yeah, the point is well taken.
I mean, you've got teams. I'm trying to think of who the Ravens won the Super Bowl with.
Trent Dilfer.
Listen, you can a competent quarterback. No quarterback makes it to the NFL that can't make the majority of the throws.
That's fair. Yeah.
I mean, we're talking about
Unless that's Tim Tebow.
Yeah,
Yes.
no, you're right. That's
Yeah.
fair. I mean, he really couldn't make a lot of the throws, but most of the quarterbacks they can make most of the throws, and so do they have the time to develop? Do they have a coach that believes in them?
Do they have the gut?
Yeah.
I think to me, that's the biggest thing.
Yeah. Do they have a coach that understands Kyler Murray? Most coaches could not coach Kyler Murray and allow him to find the lanes to throw the passes.
That's true.
I firmly believe, he'd be a failure on almost half the teams in this league.
You're probably right.
Because they would try to force him to be a pocket passer, and he'd be a failure.
Yeah, we see that a lot too.
So,
Well, didn't he just cost Cliff Kingsbury his job?
no, he didn't get
Is
fired.
Kingsbury still there?
Yeah.
Didn't he get fired?
Yeah.
Hey. All right.
Unless
Speaking
Fields
of,
something we don't
foreshadow.
know.
speaking of Kyler Murray, let's give our real quick assessments on who we think the MVP is midway through the season. We'll make this quick because Mark's got somewhere to be. What do you think?
MVP of this.
I mean, it's pretty easy. Josh Allen, to me, is the easy MVP right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think
But we have an interesting take.
I think it's got to be Josh Allen. Yeah. I mean, I don't think I think there might be some people that would debate it, but I can't for the life of me think who else would be even in the conversation.
Well, I mean, I think Patrick Mahomes obviously is always in that conversation.
He's kind of like LeBron.
And I think if Kadarius Toney works out in Kansas City, I think that is going to be a huge.
It'll help him. Yeah.
That's the new cheetah out in KC.
Yeah,
and
you
it might
firmly believe that. Yes.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. That's why it's going to cost you a lot more than a second
I'm
round
not
pick.
trading
I'm sorry.
for him. I'm not trading for him. I
That's
offered
what
you.
you said. And
I
then
offered
2
you a
days,
first.
2 days later, you came back at it again.
I offered you less.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's your starting point. But
No.
you ain't
You're
screwing
an
that.
idiot.
I was wondering what we were talking
So
about. Kadarius Toney, yeah. It's funny, I've been offered a million different trades for Kadarius
Yeah.
in the D-Gen League.
Yeah, I
like
bet.
suddenly I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not an idiot,
Well,
guys.
I thought you were going to go the other way. It's not suddenly that you're an idiot. It's
Oh,
long
wow.
term.
What a bad guy.
Yeah,
All right, so if we want to do an interesting one, I'll say Kirk Cousins.
Captain Dad.
They keep on this road, and the Eagles falter a little bit. I think he'll be in the conversation. He's playing well.
What
His
about-
numbers are good. I mean,
What about AJ Brown?
people
good
just don't
guy,
like
he
him.
won't curse. I like him.
Well, he'll curse. I've heard him on a
Oh, he
podcast.
says-
He'd
he says-
curse.
Gosh darn it.
No, he'll say shit.
Yeah, but that's not really a curse,
Well, suck shit too.
Well,
From the
you say
Chicago
bad guys instead of douchebags, so I think you might be more square than Kirk Cousins.
It's possible.
Fair.
All right, so that's it. And mid-season MVP. We'll get to our returning segment that we took a break from, and that's a special edition, a holiday edition, a tis the season edition of Smash the Top.
Are we going to combine them together?
Yeah, we are. Is
Smash
it
or
still on here?
No, it's on the other board.
Okay, then we can't do that.
Yeah.
I could put in the graphic though.
And we could record on that board at some point.
We could.
Yeah, we could do it again. I'm just saying this week. we're
This
not
the
gonna get to-
season.
Jesus.
That thing.
I'd rather just, we could. I don't know if it'll have the same magic.
Thank
Oh, no, it was the
God I
first
had
one.
this turned down.
No,
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
it would have the magic because
No, that was a special recording.
where you and I had.
Smash a passer.
we were
Smash a
feeling it.
passer.
All right, so Smash or Pass Holiday Edition. We're doing Thanksgiving. So
Which I
Smash
know
or Pass.
I think that's one of your favorite holidays.
Smash.
It is. I picked it number 1 overall. That's right. That's correct.
I smash Thanksgiving just overall in general.
All right, so Smash or Pass. The way it works is typically I'll make a statement and these guys will smash or pass the statement. With the Holiday Edition, I think we're just going to be naming things because that works more for this.
Yes.
And we're just going to smash or pass, all right?
Let's
So
do
you
it.
guys try to stick with me. If something goes over your head, take a minute, think about it. Don't look stupid. Don't make me look stupid. Okay, so number 1, apple cider.
Pass.
Pass.
I'm gonna smash a hot apple cider.
Oh, but you didn't say hot.
Well, I
Yeah.
think you could prepare it any way you want. I didn't know I had to.
Oh, well then smash. I
If
didn't
I say
realize you could-
coffee, does it have to be hot or can it be cold?
I mean, if I can warm it up and throw a little bit of alcohol in there,
do whatever you want. It's a base. So you want to take back your
Yes,
pass?
smash.
Okay. Do you smash? You
I'm
still
gonna pass. I don't want to drink my calories. I want to eat them.
Who cares about what you're? It's Thanksgiving. You're
Pass.
counting calories on Thanksgiving.
Pass.
Square. All right.
Squ-
Haystacks.
Smash.
Smash. What?
I don't even know if I know what a haystack is.
Well, you're stupid, right? You don't know what a haystack is? You got him probably
a
in the
hay
lobby.
bale.
Yeah.
He just called me stupid.
Yeah.
No, I asked if you were stupid.
No, he just
I said, "What are you stupid?"
Yeah, well,
That's a
you
question.
referred. What's a
Maybe you are
haystack?
stupid. You don't know. You have them in the lobby of your stores.
Chick-fil-A, that's what they put their pumpkins
you
on.
put your
the
pumpkins
haystacks.
on the haystacks.
I don't think I have him in my lobby. I'll
You
be
do. I used to clean your lobby, and they were there, and they're annoying. I'm gonna pass on them
honest. So
because they're a pain in the ass.
yeah, I don't. I mean,
You can't visualize a haystack.
you know
It's
what?
a bay
I'm gonna
of
pass.
hail that you put stuff on.
I'm gonna pass because I clearly don't care about him.
Wow.
Wait, let me paint a different
He's in
picture.
a real
to try
bitchy
to,
mood today, huh?
Let me try to bring you over to pro
No,
haystack.
I don't think we need to burn your 6 minutes of time on this.
What if you're taking a hay ride and you're sitting on those bales of hay?
I'd rather be sitting on a seat and be honest with you.
Man,
Yeah,
Why
they
do you
saw
like the
itchy.
haystack so much?
because
Yeah,
it's
he goes to those-
it's the overall
he goes
feel.
to those
He
country
used to
weddings.
sleep in one.
He goes to those country weddings where you got to wear boots
Yeah.
and like a little like those metal things on instead
No
of a tie,
undershirts. Yeah.
They're bolo tie.
bolo
you know?
ties.
Yeah, you knew what it was.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Big
Philip
hay guy.
Rivers wears them.
And there'd be
but
everybody's
he's-
like,
he's
y'all
cool.
just grab a hay bale.
Sit down on a hay bed.
grab a fork and grab your own hay bale.
I thought you didn't know what a hay bale was. Now you're full of
He's
shit.
a prick. All right, sweet potatoes.
Pass.
I'm gonna smash. I like.
Have you ever had a sweet potato casserole with
have.
marshmallow?
marshmallows?
You
Yeah.
pass.
Fucking gross. I don't like marshmallows either.
Okay, there we go.
That's stupid. All right.
Slime.
Smash. Disgusting. Scarecrows.
Smash.
Smash.
I pass.
Smash.
Overrated. Scarecrows are overrated. Sorry. Pumpkin spice. Yeah, to be gay.
Fucking smash. Because it starts in like late August now, dude. It's ridiculous. But
So
it's
you're
a
smashing
delicious. Yeah. Because it's good.
I'm gonna pass. I would have smashed years ago. I'm kind of over it now.
I'm the same. I'm
Yeah,
also going to
I'm
pass.
done.
It's like,
I'm
But
done
it's
with it.
seasonal. Like it's
the
It's
fuck
not,
does
though.
that mean?
How could it be seasonal if it starts in August?
I don't
and
like
goes to,
eggnog either.
still
Oh, I like eggnog. There,
No,
you earned,
Coquito's better.
you earned it. I mean,
Eggnog, it's disgusting. Well, that's for a later episode. But yes, I also pass on pumpkin spice. I mean, what am I? Middle-aged
white girl.
white chick? Wow. All right, cranberry sauce.
Pass.
I'm gonna smash. I like cranberry.
I pass.
I
Josh
like
loves
cranberry.
cranberry sauce
Yeah,
too.
I like it. I like
Do
it.
you like homemade or do you like the one the jiggly shit out of the can?
I got to be honest. I'm not picky.
Yeah, who's
Yeah.
home making cranberry sauce? You?
I've made it.
You're a loser like that.
fresh.
Yeah, I believe it.
I didn't like it. Everybody else did, but I made it.
All right, your family.
Smash.
Oh, my family smash.
Smash
the heck out of them. They're great.
Emphasis on your. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I smashed my family. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Pilgrims.
Pass.
I don't think that's
Wow. Why would you pass on the pilgrims?
Because he's
Because they
woke.
stole the land.
He's woke.
Oh, there we go. I'm smashing the hell out of pilgrims.
I think I'm smashing. I don't like what they did, but I like those hats.
Listen, let me
I
tell
like
you
that
what.
buckle. I'm a
The
big
history-
buckle guy.
The history of the world.
Yeah.
Every bit of land was stolen by somebody who stole it by the next person who stole it
Let's
by
get
again.
Smash. Political.
Smash,
I like the outfits.
smash.
All right. Plains.
Fine land.
Oh no, wrong one. Pumpkin pie.
Come on, dude.
Not everybody likes pumpkin pie.
Really?
I mean, it's okay, but I have pies I'd rather eat.
Smash. Oh, of course, but pumpkin pie is still delicious. Smash.
Yeah, I'll smash it.
I'm gonna pass. I mean, it's good, but it's not my fave.
What's your fave?
For Thanksgiving time, I probably
Coconut
I'd just go
custard?
with an apple pie. No, like
Is there
plain
like
old
a
apple
special, is there a special Puerto Rican pie for
pie.
Thanksgiving?
That's a lot of answers to that question. No, there's not. Not a special point. Maybe you get a tres leches or some shit like that. I don't know. Nothing special for Thanksgiving. I mean, let's not get into the Puerto Rican Thanksgiving. Maybe at the end. But it's kind of like Italian. You know, you make your Italian dishes with we have all three: Puerto Rican, Italian, and then the white people version. All right, planes, trains, and automobiles.
Smash.
Smash.
That's an easy smash. Nobody's gonna know what we're talking about, but if you don't,
Smash.
Watch it.
go look it up on Hulu or Vudu and watch it. Great
Those
movie.
aren't pillows.
All right, flannel.
Smash.
Yeah, smash. I like
It's too
flannel.
hot. It's too hot in Florida. You wearing flannel?
It's comforting.
I mean, you got money. You're probably flying out somewhere
comforting.
where it's seasonal.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to chop my own tree for Christmas. We fly back on my plane.
You want to feel like a real man.
Yeah, for sure.
You bring your Christmas tree back on the plane?
Yeah,
Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah, my plane, the one.
Yes. Yeah, the Chick-fil-A jet.
Yeah.
All right. Turkey.
Smash.
Yeah, I love turkey.
I overrated.
You probably a ham guy.
I hate ham too.
Oh, really? So
Yeah,
what do
yeah.
you eat? Goose?
Well, I mean, I'll eat
You
the
a goose?
No. So we'll
He's
the
a goose. He likes
goose. You eat goose? I never ate goose.
Is there a
Is
Puerto
that,
Rican?
is that an upscale, like a uppity
No,
thing?
No,
Goose?
but I didn't
Is there a
know.
Puerto Rican animal
Is
that
there
you
a Puerto
eat
Rican
on
animal?
Thanksgiving?
You guys eat a chupacabra?
what,
No.
a badger?
The turkey?
What, do you
No,
guys
no.
eat a
it's not-
badger?
I'll eat the dark meat. Badgers,
Raccoon?
they're not even native to Puerto Rico. I mean,
Coon?
now you
What do
just
you
sound stupid. So I'll eat the dark meat turkey. I don't like the white meat. I mean, it's too dry. It's
What do you
just
guys
too
eat?
dry.
Iguanas?
No, well, we'll make
Hey.
we'll make a pork too. We make a panini.
Hey, if you don't eat turkey, you don't eat ham, what do you eat?
I just told
He
you.
just told you.
I just told you a pork. Panini. You ever
A
had
boar?
that?
Wild boar?
No. Wow. You know what? It's getting worse.
No, I just
A wild boar. It's a pork.
apple in his mouth.
Pork shoulder. You know what a pork shoulder is? We're not Hawaiian. An apple. You know what? Wow. Seeing you with new eyes. With new eyes today. All right. John Madden and Pat Summerall.
Smash.
Yeah, smash.
That's an easy smash. I
That's
just had to throw
that's
them in
an
there. I'm
easy.
sorry. All right. Sweatpants.
Smash.
I mean, I know you smash sweatpants.
I mean,
You wear them every day.
This guy's been wearing the same pair of sweatpants for the last like
Oh, I love these things.
40
Are you wearing
episodes.
them to Thanksgiving?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you're not
You-
like getting dressed up a little bit?
No, I mean, we normally get dressed up and then we kind of dress down.
Is it at your house?
Yeah.
Oh, so
normally.
then you got the
Well-
option.
Well, this
Home
year,
field advantage.
This year we're flying out to America.
So what do you do in this case?
America
you,
City. I got to dress up a little bit.
You have the sweatpants under the jeans?
Nah, I probably
You wearing
do-
slacks?
Yeah, I got to wear slacks.
Oh shit!
For how
gonna
long?
Suck.
Yeah, it's not even
All
my
day.
house. Not at my house.
After
It's-
dinner? No, you can. Yeah, but what is your daughter's house?
Yeah.
No, it's like at
Oh
somebody's.
no, that's even worse.
Other families. I gotta act proper.
That's rough.
How was your day? Please pass the potatoes. You know,
That's
it's
hell.
Like, it's not gonna. Yeah, it's gonna be
That's
hell.
so bad.
This is such a bad guy's party.
It's bad.
Woo! All right, sweatpants. I pass. I wish, but we typically dress up on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
All right, stuffing.
Smash.
I love stuffing.
Some people don't like stuffing. I love stuffing
I
too.
love stuffing.
Hey, hot take. I like the stovetop better than the homemade.
I like either. I'm not.
I
Picky.
mean, I can eat the homemade, but I think stovetop it's like a McDonald's burger for me. It's just got that taste, that certain je ne sais quoi. You know what I mean?
I like either. I've had great homemade. I don't like homemade that's been in the bird.
Yeah, I don't want that.
Yeah,
I don't want to
yeah.
get
No,
familiar
I mean-
with the bird. Yeah,
Yeah.
No.
that's a little too
I don't need that.
Yeah.
too sensual.
Yeah.
All right, naps.
No. 100% smash. Is it Thanksgiving if you're not taking a nap?
I mean, I don't like set out to have a nap.
Do you
but,
have one?
But invariably, one of the games isn't that great.
That's probably true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then normally I'm not
So
off
you-
for a little bit. You know.
You smash?
Yeah, smash.
I feel like I want to smash. I don't know that. I'm trying to think if I take naps, and I can't remember. But I like the idea, so I'm gonna smash it. It feels like it's the right thing to
The
do.
best time to do it is afterwards when there's all those dishes. You just disappear in the living room. You
Well,
take a little
that's-
nappy
what
nap.
an asshole, huh?
Yeah. That's why Mark would have been.
It's still jerky.
Yeah.
All right, in-laws.
God. I think they still watch the show, so smash.
Yeah, smash. We'll
I'm
smash.
kidding. I love them. Smash.
Can you half smash and half pass? I mean,
Yeah. One you like one, you don't like the other one?
no, it's not that. It's that it's like they're fine. I'm just a strange person, and I just don't like to be around people.
So my in-laws are great because they like eat and then they're out.
Oh,
you
that's
know?
nice.
It's great.
Nice.
You know?
But
You
I
know,
like my in-laws. It's just
That-
I don't like people in general.
That means they pass on you. That's what that means.
Yeah, maybe they should
if
be
they eat and
smashing
bounce.
past- yeah,
or-
like, yep.
And here's the last one. The
got
bane,
what I wanted. I'm out.
the bane of Thanksgiving, the corporate America's attempt to destroy the family, the nuclear family in Thanksgiving, Black Friday.
Yeah, you heard.
Pass.
But you heard Walmart is closed now. Thanksgiving.
didn't hear that.
Yeah, they closed every store.
Is that Target, all of the big brands following
I
suit?
don't know if Target, but Walmart doing it. You got to figure they're all going to, right?
It would make sense, or somebody sees it an opportunity to grab all that cash.
So
Pass.
We heard you.
I hate crowds. I hate shopping like that.
I love deals though.
So this is a tough one for me because I know I should pass,
But you're cheap. So
but I
poor.
didn't go shopping.
You sent your wife.
But
Like a
she
real man.
likes to go.
Sure, she does.
She loves shopping.
She likes to
It
make
was a
you happy.
highlight.
Yeah.
And I like to be by myself with
Why?
the second dinner.
Okay.
You know?
I like the fact that he's used this hand gesture when talking about these types of situations today at least a half a dozen times.
So like it was kind of nice because like what would happen is like my friend Britt, his family would come for dinner,
And then they
and
bail.
then no, Britt would stay. We'd
No, I'm
all,
saying he'd stay. And
yeah,
then,
we'd watch football,
Yeah.
and him and his kids and my kids and my
Oh,
wife.
yeah,
they'd all
that
go
is a nice
shopping.
situation.
And yeah, we'd watch movies, we'd watch Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, watch a football game. Quiet,
It's nice.
second dinner.
Little
It
bit
was
of bourbon,
nice, man.
yeah,
Yeah, it was
yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
I tell you what,
Nice.
that's
Memory
a
lane.
nice picture. But
Yeah.
Black Friday, I'm running point. So there's no me. I'm coordinating. I'm getting all. Now I'm poor, right? So I'm looking for the deals, and I gotta go get them. It's just hectic, and I gotta. So that it's another like in the middle, but I guess I gotta smash because I utilize it so much.
Yeah.
But I would like to pass on it.
Yeah.
I would like to not have to do it.
Yeah.
But I do. It's just the reality of it. All right, and that's Smash or Pass Thanksgiving. I mean, it was a pretty good one. What do you guys think, huh?
Very nice.
Like that. Well, getting ready for the season to come. Got to go grab our food, our turkeys. It's going to be fun. All right, now let's
Damn,
get
I'm
to our
hungry now.
final section
Yeah,
that
now
we
I want
previewed
McDonald's
before.
hamburger.
It's our pod picks, our NFL pod picks, and we previewed before who came in last. So I'll let Mark.
Can we
take the
preview
lead
that
here.
again?
Yeah, he's 0-4 for the third time,
Oh.
and firmly in last place, I believe.
Fourth?
Yes.
Fourth time?
So I've got 15. Zach's got 22. Phil 26, and Rocky 30.
And I will say that right now, as we stand, Mark is in firm position to not only have to make a music video
Of
but
our choosing.
of our choosing, that he also is in line to be our karaoke star in our fantasy league as well.
No. I changed that. I
Okay.
changed that dynamic. I blew out Blackie's Ballers this
Okay,
weekend.
so now you're tied for last.
No, that'll put me ahead of him.
I told you the song that I was kind of leaning toward
Yeah.
for this one, right?
Yeah.
I tell you that?
Yeah, you did, and you said
country
it.
one?
You said it on the show last week too.
Yeah. Did I say it? No, I wasn't on the show last week.
Oh, you weren't. Okay, I'm just imagining
What
that.
is it?
I could see it. I think Mark would be good at it.
What?
Okay.
Iggy break your heart?
Jolene.
Oh, Jolene.
Jolene.
I don't like how you sing.
Jolene.
Can you stop?
Jolene.
Oh my God, that's
Mark,
hell.
Little cowboy
All right,
hat,
let him tell his story. Shut up.
vest,
That is horrible.
little vest, some cowboy
I'll,
boots,
I'll rock a
A
vest.
medium.
some spurs.
So maybe I won't rock a vest.
All right,
All right.
can you
So here's my
tell your story?
Here's
Yeah.
my story. The wounds are fresh.
Please don't take my man.
They're getting fresh. So the wounds are super fresh. My story is
When did this happen?
hot off the presses
Yeah.
today. Right?
All right, nice.
So as we know, made a couple of property transactions, been sitting all right, been out of the work game for a little bit, right?
Move
Humble
some,
brag.
Move
But
some
it's-
money around.
It's time to get back on the train here. So I've
Yeah.
got a couple of interviews coming up this week, right?
It's gonna be a slow train.
So I go into the walk-in closet today
Yeah.
to break out the old
Another humble brag.
Walk-in closet.
break out
The expansive walk-in closet.
to break out the old gear, the old can't say no to Mark upon hiring gear, right? Couldn't get my pants up above my goddamn thighs, right?
That's disgusting.
So the last time I had the interview with for anything was like 2 years ago.
How long have you been out of work?
I've only been out of work now
let me
like
ask
4
you
months, but
And you already sized out of your pants?
no. I haven't
Oh,
used them
job
in like
interview.
2
Got
years.
it.
Was the suit because I'm only saying this because I've got these suits in my closet
Yeah.
that like when you put them on they're like a little bit shiny, so you know not only are they too tight, but they're like way out of fashion.
No.
They're
No,
like,
no.
damn it, these things are like sparkly.
No.
You know, like
I
they
don't know what that is.
No, Rocky, I don't
like-
have to pick
they're
up.
like from the
sat-
90s.
satin
Yeah,
suit?
yeah.
I don't have to pick up a brown paper bag full of money from the back of a goddamn deli down the
No.
street. All right, I'm not wearing that kind of suit.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
So anyway, they don't fit, right? So the wife and I, we hop in the car, we go out to a men's specialty store.
I gotta hand
right?
it to you though. Wait. Let me stop.
Would you stop? Dude, this is
Yeah,
fucking
he-
painful enough,
yeah,
man.
yeah. Let him talk.
But this is what it is.
Oh,
'Cause
my God.
I don't know about you. Would you? Let me tell you what would happen. I would have tried that thing on alone. Trisha would have never known. I would have
Oh yeah.
No, I don't
drove in
care.
myself. Never would have known. that suit would have appeared.
No, I think I'm at this
No.
point where I'll come out of something and say, this is too tight on me, right?
No, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
No,
we
I got to
get-
give it to you. You got a good marriage.
Yeah.
Trisha, she would have never known she would have never known. Then I would have got a suit and she would have been like, that new? No, I've had that for a while. Gaining weight? Nah.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
no. All right, finish the
Hysterical.
story.
So anyway, so we hop in the car. We go to a men's specialty store, right? So that's embarrassing enough.
It is.
We get there, right? We find some stuff, and
Big and tall.
big and tall, right?
What was the store's
oddly,
name?
DXL.
Oh, yeah, I know that store.
Some of the pants, oddly enough, still weren't long enough. So anyway, we find some pants, right? And then I'm like, all right, I have a shirt, but it probably doesn't go along the best with it. So let me find a shirt too, right?
Yeah, why
so we
not?
do, and we get some help. I get the woman to measure me because obviously my dynamic has changed a little bit here, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
So she does it, and I try on a shirt that I really like, right? And I'm looking in the mirror, I'm like, fuck, man, this thing is huge. Like I feel like I'm swimming in this thing,
Like
right?
an NBA player in the early 2000s?
Yeah, like I feel like when you come out, like it's got like the wings and everything on it, but it fits good in the shoulders, right? So
Yeah.
I'm torn. So I'm like, all right, you can probably like tuck it in the back, what have you. So
You
anyway,
just get it tailored.
we get but tomorrow. So
Oh,
there's
so
not
you're
time.
last
Oh, your
minute.
interview's tomorrow.
Yeah, one of them. Tomorrow, Friday.
I have a
got some lined up.
seamstress if you need.
I appreciate that
Yeah,
because I
I'll-
will
I'll
take you
hook
up on that.
Huh?
Your mom?
No. What the fuck is that, Rocky?
No, I don't know if she likes.
Why would I not just say my mom? I said a seamstress. You said your mom.
That's short notice. I didn't know. If
Is
you had
your
one.
mom a seamstress?
Yeah, my mom sews.
Okay. Well, then I take that back.
I mean, I don't know.
But
Like
not
you-
my mom.
You have a seamstress like tonight. You can. It's
I
short
do.
notice.
Yeah. Well,
Really?
well, yeah. That's her job.
Wow, that's impressive, honestly.
Oh, tonight? Yeah. No, it wouldn't happen. But
Yeah, it's
by
not.
Friday, probably. Yeah, you could get it done.
So anyway, we call on a third party to get her opinion, right? So she's like, no, it's not bad. It fits you in the shoulder. She's like, a little baggy there. She's like, and then she turns me around. She's like, it's got the pleats up here. She's like, telling my wife now. She's like, just pull the pleats down, to like kind of bring it in a little bit. And so we're like, all right. And she goes, just make sure that when you sit down and your belly overhangs, that the buttons don't open up and you see skin.
Yeah.
I'm like, the nerve of
I think
this
she's
lady.
I don't think that's bad. I think she's looking out for you.
Hey, she's a
That's-
sweetheart.
That's just personal shame.
I thought she was a bitch at the time, but I know she's trying to help, right?
She knows you know what you look like.
She could be both. She could
It
be
was-
trying to help you out.
So anyway,
No, I don't think. I
And
think
the bitch.
I think it's just his complex of being disgusted with himself.
yeah.
No,
That's making him feel like that because
yeah,
she's just. She's
been
like he's got to notice.
It was
that.
embarrassing, but I mean, like, not even like building me. Like, don't worry about it, honey. It's this happens in life. One too many Krispy Kremes, whatever.
You need that.
It would have been nice rather than, hey, you disgusting piece of shit. When you sit down, don't forget that you're fat.
That's what you were saying to yourself in your head. All right,
Yeah.
let's get to our picks here. All right. So, do we have Zach's picks yet, or is
We
that
do not. He said it.
Daddy.
Wow.
He'll give them to us later.
He's
Wow.
picking out his blouse for the show.
Yeah, he might be.
I think he is.
What do you think he goes with? Baby blue or pink?
No, I think he goes something more teal.
Tealish.
I think teal
Little
goes because it's almost.
aquamarine.
Well, teal's almost like Eagles green.
He seems like a
But
strapless guy too. I think he's strapless.
Yeah.
Well, or at least something
He has nice shoulders.
cut like
You
open
might
in the
want
the
back.
cross.
You might want to
Maybe
show
the
that
cross.
off.
Yeah,
The shoulders.
open in the back. He's got his tattoo. He's been working on his
That's
sleeve.
true,
And that's
yeah.
probably why he's been working on it
That makes sense
for the show.
Hey.
Hey,
There's no
I
judgment.
think no judgment, just
No.
assessment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, good luck out there, bud. All right, so who wants to go first?
May as well be me, right? Because
Yeah, go for
I'm
it.
last, and it's not like you guys are going to steal my picks. 'cause
You like to talk,
obviously,
yeah.
they're awful.
I mean, we might start stealing your picks.
Yeah,
Going the opposite way.
just to keep the lead.
All right. So I am definitely going here. Yeah, I did it again.
Oh, this guy's stupid. Rocky, you want to go?
Schedule.
Yeah. Want me to go?
Yeah, go.
No,
Rocky.
I got.
Okay.
All right. So I got Washington plus 3.5. I think Taylor Heineke has got this team on a high. They're facing Indianapolis, who is they've turned to Sam Erlinger. I think Washington. I think their psyche's changed. I like them away plus 3.5.
Who doesn't like a Heineke?
Who doesn't like a Heineke?
I hate a Heineke.
Oh, I like Heineke's.
I like
that's
Heineke's.
shit beer.
Second team I'm going to go with Tennessee, man. I don't know how the hell they are, and I'm on the wrong.
Why? They've
week.
done it for 5 years.
I'm on the wrong week.
Oh my God.
Wow. Yeah, there's no recovery.
All right, ready?
there.
We'll start over.
Oh wow.
All right.
Okay.
No, wait. You might do better.
Yeah.
All right.
We don't know.
So my first team, I'm going to go Washington plus
There you-
3.5
You said that. Yeah.
at home against them Vikings.
There you go.
I don't think I know Captain Dad likes to play good ball at 1:00, but
sure does.
he's facing a team now that's led by the fearless Taylor Heineke, and the team's changed.
Okay.
They're strong. They're strong in the mind now.
That's right.
It's going to translate to the field.
Maybe.
Secondly, I'm going to go Tennessee away. I get that. Kansas City night game, so I mean it's prime time, so it should be relatively close. Tennessee's getting 12.5 points for some reason.
I saw that, yeah.
So
That is a big number.
I want to take.
Henry's going to run like crazy.
He is going to run like crazy. He's looking good. He's looking really good. He's looking mid-season Henry form. And then for my dog,
Sorry.
Missed that, yeah.
So sorry. I'm spaced out.
They tried to make up for it, but
Yeah. Thank you. It was good.
for my dog, I'm going to go with Royce Duplessis' team.
Okay.
I want to take them Saints, brother. +3 on Monday night against them reeling Ravens.
Nice.
that's nice.
So that's your dog, right?
That's my
Nice.
dog.
Okay. All right, I'll go next. I'll start with my dog, and which is those Rams that are downtrodden. They're going up against another downtrodden team, the Bucks. They're on the road. They're getting 2.5 points, and I think that Bucks locker room, I think it's got to be in shambles. I
it
think
is.
Brady is a mess. I thought last week was going to be their bounce back week, and it didn't happen. And I don't see it happening against the Rams, who need to win this game to stay relevant in the playoff picture. Then my next pick will also be the Saints, +3 at home versus the Ravens. They just showed you it's tough to come in there and play against that team. Feels like that defense is hitting its stride, especially when you shut out a team with a Devontae Adams and a Darren Waller on
Yeah, they beat
the Josh
Devontae,
Jacobs.
like
I
he
mean,
beat that cameraman.
yeah, they dominated. So I like them at home to cover, and they're getting 3 points. Home dogs. I don't think the Ravens are all that. Then my next pick is the Lions up against Aaron Rodgers, another team that's struggling. We know the Lions can score the ball. They're getting 3.5 points at home. I like them to probably lose this game, but to lose it close if they do, and I'll take them with 3.5 points.
All right. So I'm going to start with my dog. I think we've all chosen this team. I'm going to pick the Saints, Royce Duplessis. Ever since we've come back from New Orleans,
They've been
we've
good,
got a spiritual bond with that
right.
city.
I love Royce.
I think, like you said before, Ravens are hurt. They got Andrews out. They got Bateman out. And so I'm going to pick New Orleans +3.
I like that pick.
This is because I miss Zaddy.
Oh,
You know,
boy.
he's gone. I miss him.
I hate that.
And his team better not let me down. I'm picking Philly.
It's 14 points?
-14.
Some
Yeah.
people call it balls. Some people call it stupidity.
Yeah.
Vegas
a
calls
big
it a
number.
goddamn lock.
I think the Eagles, they got to lose at some point. I know they do, but not this week against the Texans. Texans haven't looked good. There's just no other way to put it. And I don't think it's going to start this week.
They
So,
got a tie.
yeah. They did get a tie.
14 points is a lot.
Yeah, it is. It's a ton. I'm
it's a
nervous
ton.
about this game, but you know what? I'm in first. I'm gonna keep trusting my instincts here. You know what? I don't know which one was my lock and which. I don't know. Okay. My third game is gonna be the Dolphins.
Okay.
-5 versus the lowly, the downtrodden, the defeated.
That was your lock.
That was my lock. Okay.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Let's.
Let me reverse it.
Yeah,
then.
you reverse it.
I'm taking the Minnesota Vikings, newly acquired TJ
Hawkinson.
Hawkinson,
Hawkinson.
-3.5 versus the Washington Commanders.
Yeah. I love when you say negative.
Yeah, -3.5.
Negative 3.5.
So, and those are my 3 picks.
All right.
It's time for our immortal locks of the week. Rob, what you lock? My lock of the week is the Dolphins versus the lowly, the degenerated, the lost Did I say lowly? I think I said lowly. You said lowly. The defeated, like 4 times now. The sad, the shittiest city in America. All right. The Dolphins -5 versus the Bears. Okay, asshole. Mark, what's your lock? Okay. This by no stretch of the imagination is a lock, and don't put any money on any of the teams that I say. It's good advice. But this is my lock. I just don't want to steer you guys wrong. I totally am sorry. I'm like an apology. Just fucking say the pick. So the lock that's right for me at this time is I'm gonna take the Jesus. There it is. Chargers -3 against Atlanta. I know Atlanta's 4-4 and leading their division. This is probably not a good pick. It's not safe by any stretch of the imagination. But I'm taking.
And the Chargers.
Shut up.
Is that it? All right. My lock of the week. It's Bill Belichick and the Patriots at home, giving 5.5 points versus the Colts. Sam Elsinger's coming in there, whatever you say his fucking name. Belichick loves young quarterbacks, and he's going to give them hell. I think they cover this pretty easily, win by 10. And that's my lock of the week. All right. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Okay.
I'm pressing the wrong shit there.
Wow.
I finally had a Rocky moment. Oh, shit. All right. Hey, does anybody want to say hi to Zach or bye to Zach before we leave?
I think we've done enough to Zach.
Okay, I was going to give you a little pitch up, but that's fine. All right, we'll put his pick somewhere on the screen once we get him. It's a good show. Mark's got to run. Anybody have any closing thoughts besides watching guys on draft?
No.
No? All right. Please, in our
I was
link
going
in
to try
our...
to make that as awkward as possible. I was just going to stand and
Please,
stare at you.
find us on TikTok, on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook, especially on YouTube. Like and subscribe. Go to our bio. Take that. It'll take you to Chalkboard. Download the app. Follow us there. We get paid for it, and you can get a lot of advice, cheat sheets. Rocky puts a lot of work into them every week, I'm sure. Mark puts up props that don't hit, but he's a good guy. I got to start helping you out with that, too. But we got a lot of content up there, a lot of chat rooms, a lot of stuff for you to get into, and we need money. So please help us out with that. And like and subscribe and follow us everywhere else. We love you.
Peace.
Peace.